Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to go ahead and get into doing our race here for the MR Challenge. Going ahead and getting loaded in. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Don't forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe button, and all that other social media jazz. So as you can see here, we're in the Cadillac CN. It's the O2 version. We're doing autumn ring reverse. Course length is about 1.89 miles. Total length is 3.77 miles. So we're just trying to go ahead and see what we can go ahead and get done here. This is one of the vehicles that we end up winning off the licensing test. As you can see, we are going to be way faster than everybody else, just for the simple fact of our car being in a one aspect point race. So starting off the race here, we're in 5th instead of last, and we're basically going to pass the majority of the field coming up to turn 1. And coming up the straight going into turn 2, going a little bit faster than what we should with that corner fly around that position. We're already up in 2nd place, so this is going to be very, very interesting race. Alright, as we're coming up to 1st position and pretty much just already passed them, so this is an overpowered vehicle for this track and this race series, but you know, it's just what we had available to be able to go ahead and run with when we decided to get into this cup. So it's pretty much what we're going to be going ahead and doing is using the cars that we have available. I know it's kind of cheating, but it's not really, because we end up winning the car anyways off one of the licensing tests. So that's pretty much what we're going to do with it. And as you can see, this is Gran Turismo 4. This is a Spec 2 mod for the game, full HD. You have the hood cam here, or bonnet cam if you're overseas, is what they go ahead and call it. But full HD textures on the game and everything like that. I'm able to go ahead and run it with my wheel and using the Moza R5, which is awesome. Do love it. Went a little too fast coming on off of that corner there. Just not used to the speed of the car. But, I mean, you can see here we're almost 11 seconds faster than the rest of the pack, which is kind of insane. Starting off this, you should be able to go ahead and keep up with or have the cars basically keep up with us, but again, we're just going way too fast in a car that is way overpowered for this race, just to go ahead and get it done. As you can see down in the left hand corner, our tires are warming up, so we're getting optimal grip temperatures and things like that. Again, going a little too fast into that corner, which is fine. The blinking triangle in the bottom left is basically the traction control engaging, so that way we can go ahead and make sure that we're getting we're not sliding completely all over the track. But again, we're flying through the sectors, just basically destroying everything on the track. As far as like our horsepower, I think this thing's got like 700 horsepower. I'm not 100%. I would have to do some looking into it, but again, we're almost 17 seconds faster than everybody else, and we're on the last lap. So most of the career laps and things are just 2-lap shootouts. You can see we've finished in P1, and the next closest car is still running. So yeah, pretty much just kind of kicking everybody's butt at this time. Loading into the next race, yeah, we got 749 horsepower, so kind of a little bit of overpowered. End up winning, like I said, maximum credits. We got about 13k for, or 3k for the race. Loading into the next one. Alright, in our next race, as you can go ahead and see here, we're going to be getting into the New York track. We're going to go ahead and get that selected, enter the race, and see what we can go ahead and do on this track. Again, pretty much same cars that we're going to be going ahead and racing against at the New York reverse. 2.56 miles, total length is 5.11 miles. for the race. And again, it's going to be a 1-point race because we are just grossly overpowered for this track in this car. This is, I want to say, like the concept car for the CTSV back in the day, but again, we're already accelerating onto one of the longest straights in the game, and again, we're up to about 150. Slam on the brakes, and I misjudged the entire speed of this car going into the corner. But as you know, Gran Turismo, you don't incur any damage, it's just send it and we'll figure it out later. So in first all the way back to 6, we're going to go ahead and power it up and go ahead and fly through this thing as fast as we can to go ahead and catch everybody. And again, we're just going to go ahead and fly by everything. Again, this is an AI race. We're 5 seconds behind, going in hot, tap the guy on the rear end here, go ahead and get around this corner. And this is a lot of sharp corners for this car on this track, and again, something that I'm not really used to as far as driving this car and this track. And then we've got another sharp 90 here. Gonna go ahead and try to get around the corner as clean as possible, but again, not a lot of experience on this one when it comes to these. I haven't played this game in forever, so we're going to give him a little love tap, cut the inside of the corner, and then we're just going to go ahead and fly down this straight as fast as we can, just because that's pretty much what we're going to do for the rest of it. We're already a second ahead of everything. This is a very tight-knit course, so definitely it's a road course, and again, way too fast into the corner, go 100 miles an hour into the wall, and it's just, you know, what it is. Trying to go ahead and reverse the car. I remember how I had everything set up for it, but again, we're back in 4th position. Not going to be a problem for long, so gives me about a lap to go ahead and get everything kind of figured out as far as you know, how the track is running and stuff like that, and then that way we can do it. The fastest car that we can go ahead and get is, again, 7 seconds ahead of us. We're not doing too great, but again, first time on the track in probably about 20 years. Just got to get used to everything and end up making that corner a lot better for it, so that way we're not flying into that wall, but we still got to go ahead and catch the guy in front. So we're just gonna lock in, focus, and you know, do what we can go ahead and do with it. But about 3 seconds, almost 3.5, 4 seconds back, but because of all these sharp 90s that are coming up, we're able to go ahead and kind of play the catch-up game really fast with this car that's in front of us. And I believe this is the NSX, but we'll see post-race credits to figure out, you know, how far off we are on that. Tires are starting to warm up. Traction control is definitely going insane, just because I'm pretty much just mashing the gas on this thing. And again, it's the NSX. He's going to brake early. We're going to cut on the inside, give him a nice little tap there. They're giving the old punterino, like they say on Jimmy's channel. But again, 1 second ahead. We're going to fly down this. The NSX is the fastest car in the pack as far as like what we can go ahead and control or racing up against. And again, didn't brake as clean as it needed to, but we're still ahead. And now we're back onto the long straight. Probably could have stopped a lot easier, but you know, it is what it is for it. But end up finishing P1, got 1 A spec point because we overpowered everybody. Again, the NSX is right behind us, and then we have the Lotus and all those other good things for those vehicles. So we're going to go ahead and collect our winning monies, which is going to be about 3K in in-game credits, so we can, you know, build up what we need to. And we finished the race super fast. We're getting into the last one. This is going to be into Fuji Motor Speedway. We're just going to load up again, another 1 point race, nothing too crazy. As far as, oh, this is going to be super hard. They have to give you at least 1 point to be able to go ahead and, you know, show the difficulty rating. Higher the A spec points, the more difficult it is for you to actually win. So that's the reason why they go ahead and do that. Coming on turn 1, not too bad. Races track a lot in Le Mans Ultimate, so it's definitely not the super fancy updated version that they have in there, but it works. And again, I'm driving a road car with 750 horsepower, and I'm already 4 seconds ahead of everybody. So getting a little used to the car a little bit more to be able to go ahead and understand how the car reacts. Definitely going too fast into that corner, hence why we're getting, you know, the off track as of right now. But I mean, there's nothing that we can go ahead and do. I can probably clean it up a little bit more and get better with the racing line. And again, this thing, there is no fine-tuning details when it comes to the force feedback and stuff like that for this, because again, this is like a 20 to 25 year old game, and it's used to being played with a PlayStation controller, not a wheel and pedals. And we're just gonna Gran Turismo style cut the corner, which is definitely in any other racing game is lap invalidated. So, but they didn't have those rules back then, so we don't care. We're 5 seconds ahead of everybody, and it's going to be the NSX. We're just going to fly down this straight and basically kick everybody's butt on this track, so it doesn't really matter. If you guys are enjoying the content, definitely go ahead and hit the like, follow, subscribe button, do all that other stuff. There are links in the description to go ahead and support the channel with Moza. Again, using the R5 bundle that I got on sale for their summer sale, and it's pretty much a game changer when it comes to like running some of the heavier games like LMU, Assetto, Corsa, Competizione, and all of that. Feel a little bit more into the road. I don't know if it's making me faster or not, but definitely get a little bit more detail in the motor. And as you can see now, we're 12 seconds ahead of everybody, which is kind of ridiculous. As far as like, we should not be able to go ahead and do this in the game. At this point, we should be struggling, but when you go to the license test, you get this car for free, and there is a thing to where you can go ahead and completely randomize the winning cars on the game through the mod. Cut the corner completely, went way too fast into it. It's Gran Turismo. I'm not trying to be, top tier esports rated driver, but this game is definitely one just to go ahead and bring back the nostalgia. Playing it, enjoying it, experiencing it on a wheel instead of, like a PlayStation controller. But it's completely enjoyable. We're going to go ahead and beat everybody by like 18.5 seconds. And we got our 1 point for A-Spec, which is good. Like I said, NSX is second, MR2 is third, Renault, Lotus, and the Vauxhall are going to be the running order for it. Collect our monies, because we did some basic upgrades on the car. I think it was like muffler, flywheel, weight reduction, and tires. Can't really do a whole lot, but because we golded the entire event, we end up winning the MR2 GTS 97. So that is our winning car for the race. MR challenge is done, gold across the board, and we'll go ahead and we're going to be moving on to the next one. Our next video is the K-Cup. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like, follow, subscribe button, do all that other social media jazz. If you want to go ahead and continue to support the channel, click the affiliate links down below. But I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. And see you on the next one.